Okay, very good morning. This is Vikram Sarine, Chief Architect with Mula Technologies, and we are still continuing with XPAY product, which is Express Pay, and over there we have what we call it as a consolidation module. That is what we call it as Bridge. So in Bridge, today we're just going to look at a quick overview of what exactly are the features over there, and how we can actually use them. So I'll actually run you through all the screens over there. So in the quick demonstration, we are going to cover into two parts. The first part is going to be covering the operators and a few other features, and in the second part we are going to look at the user management. Now why Bridge? Now the key reason of Bridge is that it is the platform that, or it is the module that actually talks with the uh, uh, talks with the core switch or talks with the other third-party systems. So let's say if you have authentication system, or if you have a user management system, or if you have a core transaction system, or if you have exchange system. So all these other systems are actually communicated or talked with in XPay through this module of Bridge. So Bridge also exposes web services. It also has a dashboard, and then internally it has a plug-and-play structure for all the other components to come inside and contribute. So it could be core banking, or LDAP, or AD, or your exchange services and things like that. So let's quickly get started. So in this demo, we'll look at the operator management and the password policy, and basically the roles that they have. And then we look at the importing of the users. So you actually have the facility where you can pick up your bulk users in an Excel file and then upload it. Or the other option is where we have the a scheduler, which is basically picking up or pulling from an FTP site on regular intervals of 3 hours or 5 hours, and then pump that the users records into the Bridge system and make it available for XPay. And then the last one is which we look into is the like very simple features of changing the database settings as well as the password part. So let's get started. Okay, I'm logging into the Bridge dashboard. Once I log in as sysadmin, so let's look at the first aspect, which is basically my operators. So I go to the manage and operators. Then over there I get to see all the operators that are present right now. So I can also do a quick search and also use the pagination for this thing. So this is just to show that if you have a big list of operators, you can search it, and then I can also add a particular new operator which I want. Now over here, what I would like to highlight is that the different type of roles that can be given to the operator. Now these roles define what you see in the dashboard in terms of XPay Manager, in terms of Bridge. So based on these roles, you will be able to see the features, or see the the various UI components that are made available to you based on your this thing or based on your role. So over here I have the all the operators. Then you can also do active and suspend. So suspend means that this operator will not be able to log in, and then you can also do the edit from here. And then if you want to change the role, you can also change the role of the operator. Then you can also send or resend password. Now this is basically to send the password, and this is to change the password and then send it out. And if the password is locked, then it will also be you can unlock it. So like in this example, Sumit, his attempts is already 12. So I will come over here and click on unlock, and then it is being successfully unlocked, as you can see that. Then I can also pull the audit trail, all the actions that are being done by the operator in last 7 days, or or let's say in this case of sysadmin. Okay, let's look at last 30 days, and that's where my report gets generated over here. Yeah, so it's a PDF report that gets downloaded. So that was very quickly covering the operator part. Now let's go to the second part, which is essentially the user import. Now why do we need this? We need this because from your external system you want to have a clean list of users that are going to be part of XPay. Now in Bridge there are two ways. That means you can actually have a facility where you can automate this whole process using the FTP, or it can be done via a manual upload. So let's look at the manual upload side. So both the facilities are provided over here. So if I come over here, all I have to do is just pick up a file. Sorry, yeah, desktop or where? Too many files, I think. let me just stop this. Sorry. Yeah, okay, I think people are disturbing, so let me just shut them off. Okay, air sample. Do I have sample or no? Can you give me a sample file?
Yes.
This one, Canada, yeah, Canada users, right? No. Canada get user? No. Okay, anyway, okay, in the meanwhile, my colleague is giving me the file. I'll just quickly glance through the FTP schedule part. So over here, you can run a scheduler. Now, the good thing is that you can actually run schedulers, not just one from source, you can run it from multiple source based on your requirement. And then you can actually say pull user details. So you specify the unique name. So let's say, test FTP, then I can say whether it's active or suspended, when it should run, and when it should end, and how many hours you want to give the difference. Then you set the IP of your FTP server, then the port, and then if you have the basic authentication enabled, you can also put the username and password over here. If the HTTPS FTP is running, then you can say yes, and then you can also specify the slash path. So let's say /home/misc, whatever path where the file is. And then you also have the facility where you can actually say delete after importing. So that means if all the operations are successful, then we will go and delete the remote file. So it also cleans up from your FTP server. And then you also have a simple button called test. So when you configure all these, you are not sure whether it will work or not, if there is a mistake that has been made. So you can come over here and press the test button and then test it out whether the connection works. So in case there's a failure, when the file gets pulled, we also have the feature where you can actually get intimated to the operator. So operator doesn't need to come every time and check. The system itself will send out an email. So you can pick up which is the set of operators or the role, and all the operators under this particular role will be able to go inside. And then in addition, if you don't want to give it or if you want to give it to somebody third party or an external system owner, then you can also put the email IDs over here. So let's say if I want to put my email ID, then I can also put it over here and add multiple and IDs, and then just press on save, and this particular scheduler will start running. Yeah, so it's right now the one which is already there is right now suspended, but I can come here and activate it, and then I can also click on the option called show report, and then when I say show report, it will actually tell me what all times the FTP had run, and then when it was actually pulled up, and then it can also give you the successful and the failed reports that have been generated that from this particular scheduler. Yeah, you can also customize the report the way you want to, picking up date and time, and also basically the success or the failed status that you would like to have, and then go ahead. So if you look at this one, there have been successful imports 2 and failed imports of 5, and all the reports and everything is available here, and you also have the option of sending in the email. So this email will be again sent out to the operators that are part of this or that are supposed to be intimated. So it's a kind of fully automated zero developer a zero effort kind of flow. And if you don't want to go through that flow, then what you can do is you can opt in for the file part. So I think let me just quickly download the file, and yeah, sorry, can you share it again please? I by mistake cancelled it. Yeah, okay, thanks. Okay, so I'm just picking up this file. So yeah, that's the one. Okay, so that's the one. So it just has one record, so I'm just picking it up, then I say upload, and then after that I will say import. Yeah, so it was very quick because there was only one record, and I say download, and then it will show me nothing. So I think most likely it has failed, so I get to see the failed entry. Yeah, so I think my colleague gave me, yeah, the account number format is wrong. Yeah, so this is just to quickly show you that it works. So you can have a list of 500 or 1000 users also that you can upload from here, and This was the audit report that had come in, which I clicked on the button, so that's also there. So very quickly, what we have covered in this demo are two parts. Basically the operator management, which was quite straightforward, then the user upload part, which was either by a physical file upload manually or it could be via the FTP, and then on the other hand is the password and database. Now, in case there is a change in your database because of your policies, let's say the password gets refreshed or the server IP gets refreshed, then you can come over here and you can actually change all the details which are required for your the new database or the database you're supposed to point to. And then on the other hand is if you have if you want to change the password policy, so this particular password policy applies to the operators that are coming in. So all the settings like generate password, whether it's special characters or not, what should be the length, then whether it should expire or not expire, what is the attempts that is that is allowed. Then you have the change password which is coming in, whether it should be forced to change or not. Then issuance, like how many times you want to refresh in a month, and then what is the dormancy. So let's say if the operator doesn't use it for 3 months, then you want to actually block it. And then lastly, obviously the old password cannot reuse. That means that if I set the password as, let's say, *12345, then this cannot be used for next 3 months. Yeah, so you can save it and then this will get reflected, and then you can take it ahead. So this was very quickly showing you this much. That means covering till the others part, that is and in the next part, the second part, we will be covering on the user groups as well as reports and the user management as such. Yeah, thank you so much. If you have any queries, please do let us know. We are all ears and we look forward to hearing from you. Thank you so much.